Hello, lovelies. Assalamu alaikum. Let's make flaky meat pie. How a meat pie should be. So we start by making rocks. Rocks is our thickener. You add butter and you add flour together. You melt them, and then you set aside. Then now you're starting your filling. It's going to be a detailed video, so relax. Carry a bottle of Coke or Fanta and keep by your side and watch. Once you add the oil into the pan on a medium heat, you add in oil and some ginger and onion garlic paste, then stir, then add in the onions. When you add in the onions, make them translucent before going in with minced meat. We are using grounded beef. You can use any beef of your choice or meat of your choice, but we are making meat pie, so we are using grounded beef. After we added in the chopped peppers, the chopped onions, and fried them, then we added in the meat, we cooked them. Okay, now for the potato was cooked um like halfway, so that some potato can take time to cook, so that it will shorten the cooking time when we add them into the filling. So after adding the half cooked potato, I added in curry and stirred, then went in with the carrots. I added in some spices and seasoning, which I'll be listing them in the description box below for you to see, or the comment section. Please, if you're liking what I'm doing, remember to like, share, and comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me for more wonderful videos like this. So when the potato and carrots and meat were cooked properly, not too soft, please, I went in with the rocks. That's the thickener. This I added in was a seasoning. Is add meat seasoning, just to give it a little more distinctive taste. So now let's make our pastry. When making pastry, you need everything to be cold. You need flour, you need salt, you need butter, you need very cold water. I will repeat myself, chilled, very cold water. And you don't want to overwork your pastry. This is where many people get it wrong. Meat pie dough is not crispy except you're frying it. Meat pie dough is not crunchy. Meat pie dough should be flaky. When you break into it, you see some pieces on your body. You're eating a well prepared dough. That pastry is the everything. You can do anything you like with your filling, but please make sure you get the pastry right. So this is the pastry. I worked the pastry with my pastry cutter to cut the very cold butter for me. Then I remove the pastry cutter. If you don't have a pastry cutter, feel free to use your hand. But why I am talking about it is because when you use your palms becomes warm, and it makes your butter gets melty very fast. If you have a pastry cutter, you cut with it, it saves you a lot. But please remember, you can use your hand. You don't need to have a pastry cutter to make pies at home. So after cutting the the butter in it, I worked it gently. You want to work very gently with pastry. When it comes to pastry, you look for all the patience in the world, because you need to be patient with them. They are very delicate. So after that, I brought them together. I just want the flour to dry out. Once the flour is no more showing in my dough, I'm good to go. So I divided it into two and kept it in the fridge till I'm ready to use it. Meanwhile, I was waiting for the filling to cool off. After the filling cooled off, I have shown two different methods of cutting. This is the first one. After rolling, you cut. You don't have to give your own design like I did with mine, but of course, if it's something you love doing, you just want to do beautiful things. And this is the second method. The first method, you don't cut, you just roll out a dough, then you place it in, then it removes the excess for you after I think I like that method because it gives you enough. And this other method will make it shrinks due to the gelatin in it that needs to rest. It will shrink because you've worked the dough, but it's still okay. You should choose what you want. This are going into the freezer because we need to keep some and these are going into the air fryer. Remember, we are using an air fryer this time around to make our meat pie, not the oven. So remember, in this recipe I'm giving you, you are not using slurry, you are using rocks. There are two different things. Slurry, you mix some cornstarch and water and it loosens the filling. That's why some pies comes out soggy. When you use rocks, rocks is a thickener of melting butter and flour together to add into your filling as your thickener. That's it. Keep that in mind. And when you are making your pastry, make sure your pastry, your butter, your water are cold. With pastry, we work with cold things and we don't overwork them. I hope you learned something. This is how our air fried meat pie came out. And man, if I tell you this meat pie is end of discussion, ƙarshen magana, this is it. You want to steal this recipe from me, you want to keep it because this is a recipe you need for a lifetime. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my videos. Thanks for